What's up? I'm still kind of waking up. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. So today... Whoops. I'm clicking on everything. Okay. Sorry, that part of the screen is blocked off, so I don't see everything. Okay. Okay. Let's get everything in order. So today we need to implement the binding to the libc library for clang tokenize and clang annotate token. Now, I want to do it outside... Oh, wait. Maybe not. Who the fuck knows? Are we getting into SMDM stuff? That binding stuff? What? Are you making, I don't think... Are you making like a sex joke? But you messed up the letter? F, bad joke. Like, fuck. I know what you're saying. Yup, missed. What's the acronym? Goddamn, why the acronym? SD? No, S? It started by an S. S. No, it's BDSM. Is that it? BDSM. Why am I Googling this? Maybe I should be in incognito mode for this. Yes, it is. Okay. True. We are doing binding. Okay. My mind was so blown. Like, what the fuck was the acronym? You should certainly be in incognito. I was typing it, and I was like typing one, and I was like, I shouldn't put enter on this one. Let's me open up in incognito. Let's not have this in my history, okay? Hello, Dmitry. How's it going? I'm doing just fine. Well, a little bit hard on the throat right now, but that's normal in the morning when I'm a bit sick. Also, I have a nose kind of fucked, but I'm doing still good, and I'm happy that you're doing good too. I'm happy that you're doing good. That's some good things. Do you have a lot to do today, my friend? Because we're going to program, okay? We need to focus, even though I'm a bit on the sleepier side. Not sleepier side, but I'm waking up side. I've had a problem. Now I'm reassembling the entire system, migrating to OpenRC. I feel like, okay, this is the time chart for you, my friend. This is the time chart. You're like, okay. So you're like knowing it to run it to systemd to OpenRC to this is shit, run it. This is shit. This is shit. It's like that. That feels like every time I hear about you, you're like, why is this all garbage? The problem was Qt6 base and kwin. Fuck why. Okay. What is kwin? I know what it is, but my brain... Oh, it's the window manager part of... Oh, it's the compositor? Composited window manager. Okay. They're all shit, except for sysv, the original one. This one is shit and old. Nice one. I would agree with that. I would agree with that strongly. Well, like we're dealing with something that is imperfect at its core. Like just when we talk about in the kernel about null fs, like the fact that for systemd isn't better, by the way. Well, it has more feature, that's for sure. But for somebody like Dmitry, who's like getting his ass fucking kicked by trying to do it himself, because everything is integrated, that's not the way, right? That's going to be pure, unmitigated pain. But, like, just going back to what I was saying, like, just the fact that the kernel, for the longest time, the way that it worked with an init ramfs was, okay, we make an init ramfs, we mount it, and we essentially fucking delete the init ramfs until we have like a raw init ramfs with nothing in it, and then we mount shit onto it, or we pivot the root to like a subdirectory that was created off of it, instead of just saying, root it goes there, right? The fact that we were doing this complicated shit, and that just now we created a clean fix for it. Just think about how many dog shit things like that exist for the init world. Like, it must be unhinged. So, like, I'm sure that, like, it must be terrible, like, from all sides, right? The person that implements the init, the person that downloads the init and put them in their system, like, everybody's probably fucked. Yes, I trying to switch then back to run it, then back to oversee. True. What exactly the initialization system? Yes, init system to roll them all. I don't know. After systemd, I'll try. S6. Oh, why would I create my own init system? It's very difficult. I'm doing something. Yeah, of course. I think MB is just... MB likes to propose painful solutions to things. I feel like each time somebody is yelling about something, and I like that from MB, okay? I gotta say it, I'm not bitching, I like that a lot. Like, sometimes Nigma will come in, and he's going to say, this is shit, and he's going to be, create your own. He's just fucking blanket telling you, hey retard, do it yourself. Have some balls. But MB is not memeing, but yes, he's memeing a little bit. You're not going to make it yourself. It's okay. Well, you can try, right? But it's a big waste of time. Not always, but it is the to recreate stuff. Well, yes, it is the motto, the phrase of the channel. Yeah, the channel way of doing things. Reinventing the wheel. That's us, okay? That's our trademark. Because we need to use less RAM, okay? It's all about the RAM. Or maybe I need to optimize my RAM usage. Who the fuck knows? Maybe I need to use more. Okay. Oh my god, okay. I like memes. Okay. I like OpenRC, it's lightweight, easy to understand, and more reliable. Then run it, creating your own so it doesn't make sense. It's very, very complicated. Yeah, would agree with that. I've heard, well, I've not experienced it myself, but this is what I heard, right? That OpenRC was the way to go if you wanted to fuck around with these things, because it's complex enough that you can have, like, everything that you want to with it, but it's not like retardedly complicated to make it work. Seriously, sysv is simple. In da, I think you meant in systemd is the more completed one and often acquired by other tools. Yeah, systemd. Okay, let's just remove this. Systemd is the more complete one. Not like in a system where there are no dependencies. Because it's just complete shit. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this. Do you mean like inits that are too simple are shit? Yeah. That's the point. That's the point. I'm not dunking, okay? I'm memeing. Let me blow my nose. Ah. Alright. I did not understand it correctly. That's all good. In any case, you know your stuff more than me. Like you're saying, like in System D, it doesn't give me any more pointer, okay? I'm a fucking retard there, okay? You are my light right now. Goddamn. Coffee's going to it, and I'm going to start fucking shaking, and we're gonna be like making code as if I'm as if I'm a fucking crack addict. You have Arch, right? Or what system? I have Arch. But I think I use an installer. I didn't do it all by myself, but it doesn't say the... Which one gives the distro information? Whoops. Oh, dash O. God damn, I've been searching far. Okay. Have a nice coffee. Yes, coffees are nice. Although they don't work well with somebody with an attention deficit disorder. But hey, we'll live with it. Well, they don't work well. That's not true. When you don't have medication, they're pretty fucking effective. When you have medication, it's fucked. But I'm still taking it because I like waking up. Okay. I kind of switched medication where I went from, well, the brand name is Concerta, but in reality it's methylphenidate. Okay, methylphenidate. That's good. Okay, that's some good shit. But I had to up the dose for it to work. So I went on to like methylphenidate plus, okay? Meth plus. Okay, put more meth. And then what I had is every fucking morning I took the pill and like 10 minutes afterward the fucking light came on. I was ding, you know, I was like, "Oh, I'm ready for my day." Like a fucking meth addict. And then my doctor was like, "Oh, we have something called, is it with an F or with a PH? I think it's an F. We have something called FoQuest." And FoQuest, instead of doing like the best fucking wake up graph, which is and like tapering off, it's just like a dead patient at the hospital. So it does like until the end of the day. So now I'm on this. But it also means that when I'm waking up, I'm taking my pills, like I feel it because I take a retardedly high dosage, but also like I don't feel it the same way. So the coffee makes me feel like the little bump that I need in order to feel like it's doing something, even though it's doing something. Anyway. What's wrong with your etc OS release? I don't know. I'm also using like a compiled kernel from somewhere else. I'm using the LTS one. So... Or am I? I think I downloaded the package to get it. Like it's Arch Linux. Or maybe that's why it fucks up. Here I have KDE spawn neon, but I started to create an image with Arch plus KDE. In all cases, I'll use system D because I know it now and it solves many issues and offer many service wrapped in one. I have the same medication, full quest plus Ritalin midday here. Yeah, I don't know if I... Like, my doctor offered me that, like having a boost later in the day. And I'm thinking about it, but the issue here is that I feel like the bar could be more optimal, right? When I was doing that graph, like that, I feel like the place I need to be is here. And maybe this is just me, like, being a fucking meth addict. But I feel like I have some gain that I can make in general to be even more, like, to have more will, more power. But right now, I asked my doctor for it, and they were like, bro, chill the fuck out. So, I'm chilling. The optional Ritalin boost is needed, so I have some efficacy at the end of the day. Yeah. And to be honest, right, I fuck up my sleep schedule regularly. So it's probably my fault that I'm not as optimal. So I probably, like, I'm trying, but like, I feel like that's the issue in my life, okay? That's the issue. So you start the day, you take the pill, like, it does this, and like, it tapers off at the end. That's a more accurate way to describe it. But that's like, that's 10 p.m. And I need to be in bed at 10 p.m., okay? That's just because, bro. Okay. That's because I wake up at 6:15 normally. So if I'm not at 10 in bed at 10 p.m., I miss sleep, okay? I don't have my 8 hours, so I don't sleep enough, and I'm fucked. But the problem is, I got like that range where the medication has not any effect. So within that range, I have the time to fuck myself and essentially make sure that I don't sleep at the right time, and I end up sleeping like here at 11 or at 12. So I'm like, fuck. And like, this is so retarded, okay? So it's post-stream. Like, I've streamed a little bit with you, and I have some amount, but not too much concentration. And after that, I'm like, let me go take a shower and relax. So I open up the most chilling game I have right now, which is... I can open it up. It is such a good game. I love it so much. It is technically not Linux native, but nobody gives a fuck. The Hunter Call of the Wild, okay? This is the shit. Now, like, it's the shit because you just have a gun, you run around, and you hear, like, a fucking buck. You do, you put your goggles, you look, take a gun, BAM! And you fuck him up. And then you track him for, like, 2 minutes because you miss your shot, but he's still bleeding. So, like, this is relaxing, but it's also a video game, so it's addictive. So I end up playing too long to that, and I'm like, oh, just one more kill, and I'm running around for like 30 more minutes. Anyway, that's my life. Okay, it's strange that it's not Arch that's showing up for you, even though OS release is configured correctly. Yeah, because the kernel is an LTS kernel that comes from an external source, so that's why. I probably should compile my own kernel, being that I'm like missing features in the latest LTS. It's strange that it's okay, I read that. Since I'm on sick leave, I only take it when there's a stream at night. I have to take it at 12, at 12:30 at the latest, otherwise no sleep for me. I like the fact that sometime I'm juking you and I'm like, no stream tonight, boys, and you're like, I took the pill. I love the dedication, okay? I love the... I need focus for the stream. And that's fair. I like having you focused, okay? I like it. It's like Viagra, but for the mind. I thought about that, okay? I thought about the same thing. And I was like, is that the time to make a Viagra joke? You know what? If it's a good joke, he's gonna make it for me. And you did. But it is, right? It is. It is. Alright. I don't know if we can just recycle this. Alright. Alright. I don't know if I want to implement my thing. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to implement our thing because this is not meant to be called from here. Okay. Oh, fucking K. So let's get on to it. You know what? Just before, I need to waste just a little bit more time. Just a little bit more time. I saw that oil is going up because they, Iran stole like 3 fucking ships because of the blockade. Well, now that I have a Reuters, now that I'm subscribed, we can go and actually check. Iran sees ship in the Strait of Hormuz after Trump halts attacks. So Trump unilaterally said, hey, even though we don't have a ceasefire, we're gonna, like, not do anything fucky here. We're not going to attack. And, well, they said that, right? But they also seized, I believe it's 2 ships. So one that was cargo from Iran, well, Iran Line, and another one is a petroleum ship. Or a natural gas, I don't remember. So Iran was like, fuck you. They captured 3 ships that's within, like, their range that they can capture. So, yeah. That's what's going on right now. So oil going up a little, because I think yesterday, like yesterday it went up a little bit after people saw that there was nothing that was going to be resolved of the ceasefire. And right now I'm kind of stressed. Well, let's just use the fucking thingy. Okay. Right now I'm stressed because clearly, like all experts, and I'm sure you've read about this, all experts have said, right now the market is tamed as fuck. The price of oil should be way the fuck up, but it's on like pure hope and cope that it's down, and people just, like, they feel like it's just going to dumb back, so, like, the market is very optimistic. So, right now I have kind of a fear that we might see from the Trump administration. Like, it seems unlikely, but fuck, he's a retard. We might see a full-fledged invasion, or at least an half-ass attempt at one, or like a resuming of the hostilities that's like harder. And if that happens, maybe it will break this delusion that people have that the conflict will be short and the price will just shut the fuck up. And like, I'm isolated. That's not true. Like, this one is not as isolated at all from those petroleum shocks. So it's kind of an issue. And my TD stocks, they're kind of isolated, but also if the global market do a fucking dump, I'll feel it. So right now, like, I feel like I should have sold 2 days ago. I had that feeling, but I think I'm going to sell part of my stocks if they don't dump too much. And we'll see. I just want to have way more cash in hand. But also, like, it's weird because we're in a position where Canada is so well positioned globally that people don't want to invest that much in the US, but also they want a safe asset. So Canada kind of becomes the default. So yeah, there's like a lot of upward momentum that can be there even though shits are fucked. So I don't necessarily want to dump everything, just edge my bet a little bit more. So yeah, that's where the fuck we are. We need to implement our things because it is the Maple Syrup channel and we don't use other people's stuff. True! Is there anybody in the world that still believe him? No. No, but it doesn't matter, right? Like right now, let's say that Trump pulls out unilaterally just tomorrow and says, we won, we fucked them up, bye-bye. The Hormuz is still not closed, but there's a toll on it now. Like, everybody passing there is going to pay the Iranian price. And what it does, like, let's project ourselves a bit further, right? What does the... Fuck, why do I... Hormuz? How can I not know how to spell that shit? What does the Hormuz toll do? It does two things. A, it makes the cost of exporting oil higher. So the price of oil becomes higher. Second thing that it does, and that's maybe a further thing that not a lot of people seem to understand, it heightens the chances of war and the instability in the region. Because let's think about this. Do you think that Qatar, Kuwait, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, do you think that they want this to continue? Do you think that they like having their oil having an Iranian tax on it? No. Do you think that they're going to try fucky shit in order to make this stop? I mean, if I were Saudi Arabia, I would absolutely attempt to fucking create a civil war inside of Iran. Or if I thought I had the forces, create a coalition forces to do what they did to Yemen, which is essentially just bomb them to shit. Now, of course, Iran has way more power to stop this, but it still creates instability, right? And there's also another offshoot. Why does my brain has a hard time processing this? Okay, the other offshoot is that any other strait is now more dangerous, right? Any other strait plus danger. Because now Iran has showed that they were successful in implementing a toll over a strait. A strait that, let's keep in mind, they only own one side of. It's not as if it passes through their territory. So why wouldn't Yemen do the same thing? Why wouldn't... Well, they don't have the force to do the same thing, but you get my point, right? Why... There's a bunch of places where Singapore is... Like, there's a strait there. Why wouldn't they implement there? Indonesia, they've got a bunch of islands. Why wouldn't they implement some kind of, like, fucky blockade there? Like, there's a bunch of ways that this can happen. And now we've just laid out the groundwork for it happening. And I say we, but I mean the US. So that's fucked. And, like, I feel like people are only focusing on this one. But the reality is, those two are insanely worse than this one. Like, item price, okay, dude, we'll survive. The price was going down anyway. It's probably just going to make it stable for a few, like, years. But, like, the straight danger and the increased war danger in the region, that's garbage. Goddamn. Anyway, that's my app. Okay, that's my app. Sorry for yapping. Okay. I feel like we have so many things right now that we... have. Like, I feel that we should have all of these types in another file. Would that make it clearer? Yes, I think it would. Okay, let's just start by dividing things correctly, because right now I feel like I'm never going to be able to get there. So let's first create a new folder, and let's call it CAST. And let's put cast.py in it. And now let's update. Let's update this. cast.cast. Okay. Here we go. So now we're going to be able to do cast type.py. Okay. Because I think that this is going to be a little bit more readable if we can get like all of this. And then we can do, let's do from. And now we should be using the folder that we currently are. So it's cast type, import. And even though it's dirty, we should be able to do this. Or maybe not. Why the fuck is it yelling now? Ah, okay. Can we have a clean thing for this? No? Okay. I guess we could import it by end, but I don't know. I don't care much. I care about the fucking lines, though. Alright, let's ignore this for now. So what's it missing? Okay, good look in print. Now, good look in print, is it only used? I think it's only used inside of this, so we can make it where, what? Okay. Here we go. Okay, no errors. Color. Let's import color. Do we use color at all? Yes, we do. Let's try without G, but I think we need G. Yes, we need G. Okay. G. Now we need CC source range. So we need to import CC as well. Logger. Let's import logger. Here we go. Oh, we need to create the logger. Okay. What's this? Self. Oh, self isn't even used in here. So let's put self correctly. Now what's next? Change set type. All of the reference to this. Okay. So those are technically just passed along. Ooh. Well, we're going to need to reference them without circular referencing, I guess. Ref pause. Okay. I'll have some repair to do. Okay, the JSON fin. Serializer. Where the fuck does that come from? Oh. That's where. Do we even use that here? No? Okay. Ref old? Okay, so we need all the refs. Alright, so we have a working thing. And when I say working, I'm lying because we need to implement this at the higher level. So now we need to kill this. And we need to rewire whatever the fuck we add. Brain. Brain. Dot CAAST type. Okay. So this should work. Let's run it. This is like rewiring a bomb. True. Oh. What the fuck? Okay, let's just see what line. Table handling, change set. Import CST, import CST part. I guess we cannot, like, do 2 folders in a row. Let us ask Gemini. Got this in Python after putting a module in a 2-layer dir. How to fix. Use the... Oh, I don't know how to use that. It's going to explain it. Ah, true, 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 true. Look, that's the issue. It's because my thing doesn't delete. Alright. How comes? CAST type. CAST type. So it's probably because it uses the root. So I need to import it like we import this. Okay, that's in main. Ah, okay. All right. We've successfully segregated everything. Cool. All right. So now that shit is readable. Do I want to list out everything that's needed in order for this to work? Fuck, we'll do it. All right. So we're rewiring the bomb. We're doing it. Okay, we have line as well. Okay, that's probably better written like this. Like, I don't know why it cannot do this automatically. And in reality, I can probably just get this in order. You might want to read about it eventually. With so many the mine import stuff. Yeah, it might be a big way to make this fucking readable. Not today. Fair enough. Okay. Let's just do it one by one and in order. Can I? Okay. I need to keep my emotion. Well, that's not a joke. That's just a fact, right? It's a statement of fact, and I'm okay with it. And I'm okay with derailing too. Right? I like to make things better. This is why I'm doing this right now, is because the other file was unreadable. So now I'm trying to make it readable. Oh, the joke is keeping your mouth shut. True! The derailing will happen anyway, probably. Yep. Alright. A little bit cleaner. Damn, son. Y'all are early. Yes, we are. We're always one press release to morph this stream into a political essay. True! You missed the videos. Oh, the fact that it's true is probably the most laughable part. Okay, look how clean this is. We don't have the bunch of errors anymore. Okay. All right. Now that this is relegated to only the stuff we give a shit about, let's start to make like sections of this. Special bindings. And special bindings. Okay. Now, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So let's see how Syndex calls this shit. And how did we even call this? Let's copy this. And let's call it... How did they call it? I'm starting to shake. That's how we know that things are getting there. Hey, there's code on the screen looking true. Okay. So we probably need to have all of these values inside of our thing. God damn, I don't remember shit. Don't try to... True. Okay. Okay, let's just copy this over. And let's believe. And let's call this token list. And then we can say binding for okay. So the first thing that we need, right? We need to have all of those things. So we need a pointer. Okay, here we're pointing out each types. So the first one would be TU. The second one would be range. The last one would be, not the last one, but the next one is tokens. And after that, it's num tokens. Okay. Well, it's a C-type pointer to something. And here num token is probably a C-type pointer to something too. Okay, this. Okay. We drink coffee here? Yep. Shake level check. Yeah, I'm getting there. All right. So I guess now we need the implementation of each of these. Fuck. Let's go take them from this. Oh, goddamn. How do they pass translation units? They do self? No. TU, translation unit. Okay, translation unit itself is the object that we pass. Okay. So we should be able to say C-type pointer to translation unit. I think. Let's read more. Surely we have translation unit being used. 3. I think you fucked your keyboard there. Am I talking to the cat? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Was like, oh, we've got the menu. Okay, translation unit, ceiling object. I'm always confused about this. I think I need to like reread 15 things. Let me pee. I'll be back. My setup in the media section of Discord. Okay. And by the way, I checked real quick the God damn. You've got your setup, man. With active cooling, even I need to respace. What? Cold chain. Okay, so you put this in the freezer and then you put it under, but it must just moist the shit out of it. What I hate is about the Steam Deck, you know, for playing. True, I agree with that. Like there should be an option where you can where you can say like when you download it to a different directory and then fuse, right? That should be a thing, so that you can play it whenever it's updating. Fucking finger hurts. Yeah, I would be worried that my PC would soak up the water, the humidity. But I guess that's a price you're willing to pay. I'm sorry, I need to check. I checked on my phone. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. Okay. Bank of Canada announces the appointment of 2 deputy governors. So we remember we had 2 people get out. So now we have the board of directors of the Bank of Canada today announced the appointment of Marc-André Gosselin and Nicolas Vincent as deputy governors, effective May 25th and August 3rd, 2026, respectively. As deputy governor, Mr. Gosselin will join the Bank of Canada Governing Council, which is responsible for decisions related to monetary policy and financial stability. In his role, Mr. Gosselin will oversee the bank's analysis of domestic economic development. Born in Montreal, Quebec, Mr. Gosselin holds a master's degree in applied economics from HEC Montreal. He joined the bank in 1999 and has since held progressively senior roles. As managing director of the bank's Canadian Economic Analysis Department since 2019, he has led the analysis of Canadian economic condition and projection and advice on the conduct of monetary policy. Previously, he was Deputy Managing Director of the Financial Stability Department, responsible for assessing vulnerabilities and risks to the Canadian financial system. I'm very pleased to welcome Marc-André to the Governing Council, said Governor Tiff McClam. His breadth of experience across both monetary policy and financial stability and his deep modeling and analytic expertise will be an important asset to the Governing Council as our country adjusts to a changing economic landscape. I would agree with that. The board also announced the appointment of Nicolas Vincent as Deputy Governor. Sorry, my brain just fucking died. As Deputy Governor. Mr. Vincent has been a member of the Bank Governing Council. Has been Governing Council as... Wait, am I... Has been a member of the Bank Governing Council as the External Deputy Governor since 2023. In his role in full-time Deputy Governor, he will oversee the analysis of the international economic development and serve as the Bank G7 and G20 Deputy. Born in Trois-Rivières, what the fuck? Mentioned Mr. Vincent. Wait. Can we have the, Can we have his fucking ass? God damn. Trois-Rivières represent. Professor of Economics. Megaloli was the teacher for the other guy. No. Alright. Alright. That's not some retard we got there. You'll see. Okay. PhD in economics from Northwest University. He joined HEC Montreal in 2020 2007, as an assistant professor, was promoted to associate professor in 2013 and became a full professor in 2021. He is recognized for his contribution to economic research, notably in areas of research, in areas such as inflation and price dispersion, firm dynamics, inequality, house prices, and household finance, and has received multiple competitive research grant and teaching award. I failed to see the link between his post and his study area, but I guess they know better. I am delighted that Nicola has decided to become a full-time member of the Governing Council, and Governor MacLem, his depth of knowledge, both in macro and micro economics, extensive research background, and outstanding communication skills, that's probably why, will be invaluable as the bank navigates complex and challenging global and domestic economic environment. The bank will launch a recruitment process to fill vacant external deputy governor position. Cool. Yeah, we mentioned that the war's gone, and now true. Let's watch SpongeBob. I bought Steam games for the last 2 years. GOG for the win for me. No update, no DRM, and the game works on the Steam Decks using Lutris. Lutris is so good, and integrated in the Steam Deck as external games. Fair enough. I just have too much respect for Steam and Valve. Like the insane progress that they've done to gaming on Linux. This is like too much. I'll respect them until the day I'm dead. Q-King, goddamn! Hello, hello! How's it going? It's been a long time. How's it going? We're attempting to do code on things that I don't know jack shit about, and I'll probably have to reread a lot of things. So. Fuck. We'll need to read. We'll need to read. Good indeed. A long time ago. How's it going with you? A bit on the sicker side, but I'll get through it. I mean, that's life when you have a daughter. But hey, we're doing great. So right now we're still working on the same project on kernel info. So still stuck on web framework. I recommended as well, I see. No, for the web thing, we're like, I'm not going to wait on that. I'm not going to put much time into that. Like, I already have an interface for things, and it's pretty good. So I'm not stressed about that. Our issue is that right now, when we are parsing, we are parsing on the basis of following the cursors. So the way that it works inside of libclang or clang in general is that the AST, so the fuck, what's the name of this? Something syntax 3. I don't remember. Syntax tree, something. Anyway, the code syntax tree, okay. The way that it works is you have multiple cursors, okay. So you have cursors. And your cursors go like this to other cursors. And you end up having like a general idea of, okay, we have this block of code that does X thing. You have this block of code that does Y thing. So that's cool. Now we're currently parsing this and deriving meaning out of this. That's okay, right? But the issue that we're having is that, let's imagine that this is some C code, right? The code that we are going to like have information about is going to be maybe it's better to, anyway, like, we are going to know that this exists. We are going to know that this kind of exists with no separation between the two, and that this exists. But I want like a greater level of detail, right? We need to understand what this is. We need to understand that this also exists, the parentheses as well. Like here, it doesn't really make much sense, but when we're talking about a function that says like void, something, like when you have a bigger function, void, fuck you, and void is a bad example, int, function of x, right? You want to have the value, the information about what's there, what's there, what's there. Like I want more information than just, hey, there's a fucking function here. Abstract syntax tree, yes, thank you. So, okay, I'm yapping about all that, but in reality, the change here is that right now, instead of using the standard binding for Python for the libclang library, we will be doing our own bindings, and what they allow to do is they allow to take our file, and I'm not abstracting away anything, okay? Those are the two commands that does this. So we have one command that we say, okay, I want you to parse and give me all the tokens, so all the pieces of text inside of the file. So I can tell it, give me all of the tokens from here to here, and then I can tell it, give me all the cursors for every token, but only the cursors that matter. Now that's kind of weird, but when I say the cursor that matter, so for example, if this was a function, it would give me the cursor for this, it would give me the cursor for this, but it would not give me a cursor for the parentheses, because there's like, they're parentheses, like we know what the fuck they are. We don't need to have a reference to token list. So those two command does this, and then we can manage that list and hopefully get greater detail into what the fuck we have here. So that's the idea, and we need to implement the C types for this, and I don't remember jack shit about C types, so that's where we are. I'm reading the... I'll show you, MB, okay? Not directly your chat, but... Valve and Steam are great, but we don't buy games on Steam. We do long-term rentals. I bought a lot, 240 games in one account and more than 400 in another, but I prefer to have access to an offline installer without DRM. They remove some games before, a racing game and some other from EA Origin or Sony. But the next Half-Life and Portal full price when I get one out. When I get the one out. Okay, that last sentence was a little fucked, but I get it. I just, look, if, let's say that Steam files for bankruptcy, okay, that Valve files for bankruptcy magically, and that we lose all our games, like, that will trigger my ass, of course, but that's the price I'm willing to pay. Like, that's how committed I am to them, because Valve made gaming on Linux possible. Like, often we say, no, it's not Valve, it's Wine, it's Ubuntu, it's this, is that. But then you go look further on and you're like, thank you, Andrew. And you go look and you see that all of these push from quote-unquote other entities were made by Valve devs. So like the Wine pushes were all like heavily backed by Valve, and it was possible before Lutris existed. Well, it was even possible before Lutris, right? So when Lutris came out, I had a French YouTube channel, and I was a very young boy, okay? And I made videos, and I made a lot of videos about Lutris, because Lutris was hot shit. It was hot, okay? It was the thing. But, like, before that, especially on the Wine front, you would use Play on Linux, right? You would use these pre-made installers. I made a couple of them. That was a fun thing. So, like, all of these things exist. But what Valve did is they put money behind solving the things that fucked up some games, right? Because before, the way that you would get to somewhere is you would need to have one guy that, one, had the knowledge of how the fuck wine works and how the fuck all of these things works, and was willing to waste his time, a little bit like we're doing right now with the project, right? They were willing to waste an absurd amount of time on fixing this, knowing that probably like 10 to 20 people would use it, and they would just like dump this knowledge to those 10 and 20 people and like have fun playing Age of Empire or something. So like the fact that you could shift this, well, he's got a big cock, what do you want me to say? So like when I see that Valve took money and said, you're going to fix these things that were niche, that were like fucking useless, and do it like again and again in order to make everything compatible, that's big to me. That's big to me. If I click memes, will I see fucking porn? Oh, fuck me. Where is the clip feature in YouTube? For what? For the large dick joke? You can clip all you want, okay? I'm all in. Valve did great. I don't deny. I just want them to have the DRM less option. I disagree. I'm okay. Maybe it's me. I'm a cuck for I don't fucking care. Just suck the corporate dick, and Andrew is transforming me, okay? And I just don't care about these things. Like, I understand what you're saying, and I understand your concern. I just don't care. That's all. Why did it give me a notification for you if you did not send anything to me? I'm confused, MB. There are too many games from my youth that I can't play anymore because they were behind closed servers. Yes, but you get that that's like another issue. And that's a dev issue. The children part in a stream was a while ago and it was better. Yes, the part where the meme isn't this isn't porn. What? I'm confused. God damn, I'm becoming insane. Andrew, just reverse engineer it, lazy. True. The notification is because I sent it to you instead of the meme server. Ah, okay. And then deleted it. Okay, all good. All good. Okay. Yes, so okay, the decision for the server thing to not release a server, that's up to the devs, and if the devs don't want to, well, that's sad, right? Like that's like I feel that the process for every game should be you pay for the game, we manage the server for like 5 years at least. And once those 5 years elapsed, if the game is like not worth, of course, continuing on, you should release the an executable. An executable for the server. That's all, right? That should be the process, and we should normalize that. But the issue that I find, like I've heard this happen, I don't remember it's with which game, but people are like, when this happens, people are frustrated because they don't release the source code of the server. And it's like, bro, chill the fuck down. It's their copyright. It's their work. Like, I understand that there's always a risk that you're not going to be able to play the game because there's going to be like a fucking thing preventing you somehow to run this correctly, and people are going to hack into it or some shit. But at some point, this is their copyright. You don't have a right to any of this. This is just them being kind, because the experience that you paid for is those 5 years. So, anyway. But the DRM on offline only, and the fact that you won't be able to play it if it's not connected recently on Steam isn't the best solution. Is that true? That you cannot play a game if you were not recently connected on Steam? I feel like you could stay like not connected on Steam for a year and just run a game. But look, maybe I'm retarded. Like, anyway. I don't know, to me... Okay. Maybe I can make my argument very, very simple. To me... And I'm not expecting you to just say yes and agree with me. To me, you're paying for a game. So let's say Slay the Spire, okay? Slay the Spire 2. You're paying $30. And the experience of this, you should expect as a duration. And after this duration is gone, they don't have any responsibility to you. Maybe it's because I see games just like rented movies. And maybe it's just because I don't care about what happened afterwards. Like, yes, it would be nice if we could play it, if we could have all the features of when the servers were running normally. But I mean, fuck. We're not paying a lot, right? It's $29, bro. Like, there's no one that cannot pay this in 2 hours of work. Like, that's not a lot. So, I don't know. Well, Slay the Spire is not an online game. At least not to my knowledge. But, okay. I don't want the source code of the server unless that makes the game unplayable. I agree with this. The issue is that people are retarded, and when you do one good thing, people will yell. Do you remember which game was it? Which game was it? It was, fuck, they made a series on like Netflix about this game. Witcher? Witcher? The Witcher? Was it The Witcher 3? Like I don't remember if it's this one or another one. They made it run to Linux. But they made it run by emulating, but not by emulating, by Wine. And the community became unhinged. Like, people were trashing them because they didn't do it natively. And it's like, bro, the performance are great, the game fucking works, and they say they're going to support it. Shut the fuck up. And I feel that it's kind of the same thing that we're having, right? The issue with the community and Linux in general is that if you're, and also it's the same thing for DRM and server, right? If the community that you're trying to help, maybe I need to, like, the ball here, let's make it a red ball. The ball here is the community, okay? And here the axis is good publicity versus bad publicity. If whatever the fuck you do for them pushes you toward the bad, you're not going to give a shit. And I feel like each time that we're delving into these, oh, just release the server. Oh, just make it like Linux compatible. We're always forcing it towards bad. And it's frustrating. I would like people to stop being retarded. I think that's my issue. I don't want to... okay. You need to connect at some point. Don't know the delay. City Spires mostly an online game. The meme channel now is I guess it's great. I'm going to check. It needs server for matchmaking. I don't know. I haven't played the 2, but 1 is mostly offline, at least to my knowledge. Like on 2 they say that there's a co-op, and I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck would a co-op work? Before Wine and Proton was good, native game were important. Like I agree that they were important. I'm not yelling to you, okay? Do people have a hard time understanding that having a native game or having a Proton or Wine compatible game doesn't change anything? What's important is whether the game is... Fuck, I don't have the word. Whether it is supported, whether they give it an update, whether they make it work like the real version. Like, let me give you an example. Payday 2. If you play Payday 2 and you use the Linux version, you're using a version that existed 5 years ago and that has not changed because they don't see any benefit to updating it. You can still play that version, but you're back in time. So in this reality, I don't want the native version. I don't want it because it's shit, right? I want all of the updates. I want the good Payday 2. But to have that good Payday 2, I need to use Wine and Proton. But because there are those native retards, when you download Payday 2 right now, it's not giving you the option for Proton first. It's giving you the native option first. So like, I feel like people have a hard time understanding that native or Wine is not important. What's important is real support. And if one if anything prevents real support, then there's an issue. Okay. The server part is often not necessary. Genius often reverse engineer the server, like they did for WoW, for example, and now Flex do for Windows game on ARM. I don't know anything about that, but I'll trust you. Okay, we have some things, we have some memes on the server. I hope that it's not some fucking spam. Oh no! Oh no! I got shit on! I'm a low intelligence specimen. Oh man, you got me. You got me. I really wanted this to yell at me. I really wanted it. Like I wanted it to be the cat meme, right? The like I wanted it to be this. Okay. I agree with you, MB, right? I always want the native version, but I'm just pointing out that the reality is often more complicated. The same thing happened to Rocket League, right? Rocket League completely dropped the Linux version because they couldn't make it work. So instead of making the Proton version like supported, they still supported the native version, but on their own side and without the update and without the server for everyone. So you're only playing with Linux retards. So like, that's fucked, right? Anyway. Any fucking way. I don't want a native version anymore. I want them to make a Proton version that works well. Yep. That's what I want to. Like, and, well, no, I also want the native version, but I want it when it's not an issue. Like, one example, fuck, how many times will I reopen Steam? Like, if I'm not mistaken, the engine that powers Hearts of Iron, that powers Crusader King, that, like, these fuckers. I'm not a Nazi. Okay. Paradox. Well, I chose the wrong one. Paradox Development Studio. These fuckers, like, their shit is on point and it's universal and it always worked, right? They're always Linux compatible, right? And that's cool. To my knowledge, it's not wine. So that's okay. I love this. I love that they're supporting it. I want more of that. But like, if that's not possible, if your engine is way the fuck too complex, well, fuck it, right? I don't want it at the cost of a better game. Fair, I agree. Not a Nazi, okay. And yes, they use a multi-platform engine. That they are great. Yeah. Well, it's their own like baked engine that they purposefully made it multi-platform, which is based. All right, how long will I fucking yap? Yap. Okay. I never remember anything. Now imagine being on Mac and not having Proton. Proton is compatible on Mac, no? Oh. Nope. Well, Mac users on Suicide Watch. Mac is BSD. Yeah, but it's still a Unix base. Unix. Okay. I don't know how these fucking structures work. God damn. How the fuck do we use these? Okay, so we're... Oh, okay, I'm a retard. So we're creating this. A pointer towards this. Okay, got it. So that's the idea. So we don't need values, we only need the types. That these are going to be in. Or that we expect from this. Okay. Okay, I think I'm starting to get it. So when we are passing... So here, technically, we are passing the translation unit. This is going to be so fucked. So... Okay. And how do I pass? Syndex. Translation unit. Translation unit. Yes. Any transform in the chat? Okay. I'm being a retard now. I don't know what this means. Wait, where the fuck did they get their translation unit in the first place? Had to step away. Francisco was expressing his issues. Stop speaking at the walls. Go get your meds. Please. Seek some help. Okay, what the fuck does a translation unit even contains? I miss my cheating ex. She had a Mac. Bro, if you miss your ex, you probably got some big problem within you, okay? Probably got a big problem within you. Okay, so we need an index and a pointer. How? Okay, I feel like sealing object has something magical within it. Fuck. Okay, this? What the fuck is this? Okay, so we should probably use it. I'm looking for a developer. I'm considering using use Map Pro, maybe XPS. Use it too expensive. I want to like I've heard that the Mac like the M1 and these type of Mac are really fucking great. But I don't know how they fare on Linux now. Okay. I feel like we should use this. Maybe. Like cc dot. Oh man. Let's try shit. How do they deal with pointers of pointers? Bro, I'm so confused. I'm too retarded to read. Let me just run shit, and we'll see. And we'll read after, okay? We'll read after. Okay. So pointer of CC token, right? That's the idea. Okay. 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 I think we've got it. If it's a dev laptop, he needs some power, okay? You cannot just have a shitty Atom. Like a subhuman little Atom, okay? You cannot have that. Talking about you, Andrew. Talking about you. I'm just going too far. All right, now let's take a look. Let's take a fucking look. Let's take a look. Doop-a-doo. I don't even know what I'm doing. This looks good to me. Ah, okay. Token arrays. Okay, so here it's doing something like magical. Let's just... Maybe copying like large swaths of data is not a good idea. But... Let's go there. Y'all goofy needs power, right? Needs power for writing text. I eat all me daily. How's my IBS? Okay. 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 Def. Get. Okay. So here we are doing this. And we are doing a C-type pointer. C-type uint. We're doing CC. The TU. We're referencing this, right? Can we call this? Is this a valid writing? No. Oh, we probably need to do self.tu. I don't know. How do these work? How do you get TU? Oh, TU is passed. Oh, TU is self. What? Oh no, it's a static method. So it's meant to be called without self. Okay. Okay. So TU, and they say extent. But maybe we could prompt some of the logic there. So if we have the TU and we could preempt some of the logic. Use fucking words. And we have the full file name. Let me be okay, I'm a genius. And here we should have some logic to be able to know what's the range of that full file using the parse TU, I guess. Parsed TU, okay. Okay. Return none. What does byref even mean? Is byref a C type thing? Yep, okay. Okay, this is starting to make sense to me. Starting to. So now we would need the extent of a full file. Is there an optimized way of doing this? Lib clang. Get the extent of a full file. Yeah, fuck. I guess we can check extent. And it's technically not called an extent, it's called a source thing. A source thing, nice. Source range. Okay. Okay, this ain't it. I don't think that we are meant to do this that way, but... Oh. Okay, that sounds like what I fucking want. Okay. We have a file. We parse. Clang get file. Okay, so we get a file. So we start there. Why is that not directly available in libclang? What the fuck does that even mean? Okay. I'm confused. Okay. Get location for offset. Is this a thing that exists or is this a meme? What the fuck is going on? They're washing the street! No. Okay, so I'll need to fucking read the size of the thing. Okay. Does this even work? Retrieve file and set event source. Okay. God damn, that one's going to be hard, okay? That one is going to be hard. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Fuck this. Okay. Okay. My brain is trying to, like, by osmosis, understand whatever the fuck this is. Okay. So, let's get started. Let's start with the first thing that the AI showed us, which is this part. Clang get file. So we can get a file from TU. That's good, right? That's what we want. So we can go check who the fuck uses that. So we should be able to do file dot from name, give it the two things, right? So we should be able to do parsed file equal cc.file dot from name. Here we go. There. File and parsed tu. Like that. So that should give us a parsed file. That's step 1. Now, we can have the starting location. That sounds about fair. I know it's C. We're going to be rewriting it. I could probably do source location dot from position. Yeah, that's where we're going. Okay, so instead of doing this, we can do source, cc dot source location dot from position, and then we do tu file, and when we say file, yeah, it is a file. Okay, so we say file, we say parse tu 11. So this should give us start location. Okay, and now to get the end location, wait, 1 needs to be, no, it will accept things directly, I guess. Because I was about to say this needs to be like a C type uint thing, or maybe not. I guess we'll fucking see. Who the fuck cares? Okay. And when it does that, so we need the file size. But like, what the fuck is this? Okay. Where does that come from? Okay, clang get location for offset is a libclang C API function that returns a CX source location corresponding to a given byte offset in a file within a translation unit. It is useful for when you want to know the file and offset, e.g. from external tool or index, or want to map it to the clang source location for further processing, like retrieve, line call, and token diagnostics. Okay. Shoo. There's that. 0 based. What the fuck does that even mean? Maybe I should just ask AI. Raven said nevermore. Okay. Now I understand. Thank you, Andrew. Okay. How would I go about getting the end of file location? Well, let me be precise. Source location if I do not currently know the size of the source. Is this implemented anywhere in here? Nope. Okay. Isn't there a social security? There's I could probably like just get the size of the file, but I don't trust it. I feel like if it's not something that's baked into C-Lang, it's going to be shit. Okay, so I guess whenever we put uint max, it will always work. How big is uint max? We're talking about in I'm assuming we're talking about a 32-bit thing, right? All right. Byte in megabyte. Okay, so as long as the file is under 4 gigs, okay, we're good, we're good. I just didn't want it to fuck us up. Okay, so technically I could use this and just ask it to uint max my ass. Okay, let me go pee. I'll go back. Nice meme, Andrew. Nice meme. Okay. Depending on how the file is written to the disk, may even be recommended. Still, nice meme. Okay. So we need to implement this one, but this one is like not even beginning to be implemented. So... well, I guess we can just bind into it. Let's try. Okay. So what does it need? TU file. Fuck, brain. uint max. Is there any way that I can derive this value straight from because I don't want to fuck this up. Which one is better? I prefer this one. Or maybe, fuck, this one is good too. Okay. So this should return the source location thingy. I don't fucking know. I feel like I'm messing these up. I guess not. Okay. Fuck, my brain has a hard time right now. Like, this feels too easy. Okay, so now we essentially have two source location. Okay. So... yeah. Now we gotta do a get range. But that's already implemented somewhere, right? Okay. So I should be able to do this. Fuck. It was from location, right? From location. Yeah, right. We're gonna debate that shit all night. Okay. Okay, now how do we test this? So we should have a token range. Okay. So let's go check what they're doing. So they cast token memory, which is their pointer to a list of token. Pointer token count dot content token group. Okay, so I guess we can use this in order to make sure that we delete them correctly at the end, so as to not have to reinvent the wheel. Kinda. That's a C type thing, right? C. Fuck. Why do I even try? I'm going to end up copying it at the end. There we go. That's a CC thing. That's that. That's parse TU. Fuck. Parse TU. I agree with this. Okay. Where am I? Okay. For I in range 0 to count. Token equals token. Okay. So we're essentially making fuck, how do token works in the first place? So we have an in data. Okay, represent a single token from the preprocessor. Tokens are effectively a segment of source code. Source code is first spaced into tokens before being converted into AST and cursors. Tokens are obtained from parse translation unit instance. You currently can create tokens manually. So you have a pointer to the data and you have a length to the data, ... I guess. Okay. My fucking finger hurts. God damn. Okay, let's put in... Let's put in the part where we... Brain, where we do the annotate token thing. So let's just do this. www.downloadmoreram.com to get your free 12 gigs of RAM today. Wait a second. I have a misunderstanding for how this shit works. Oh, I guess tokens memory will give us that. And it would be by ref. Okay. And then by ref cursor. Why do we need a cursor at the end? I'm checking at the wrong place, right? Okay. So we did tokenize, and then we need to annotate. Where is annotate? Annotate. Cursors. Okay, so the number of tokens. So the number should be count. Or... well, I can just do count. I'm a show off with my fucking 32 gigs, okay? Okay, and when we're doing cursors... okay. So here I can probably do the same thing we did here. I'm trying to not spend much, so I'm not going to look at the chat. Like, I was looking on eBay like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and I was like, you know what? Let me not spend my money. And I invested another $1,000 in my daughter, our ESP. So she's not going to have any debt. That's way better, okay? That's way better. That's the feeling. Good for you and her. Yep. That's what we need. Trying to focus on that. All right, we're also going to need to do a cursor array. And it's going to be the same thing. But it's going to be cursor memory. C-type pointer. Cursor. Dot contents. Okay. And here I should probably just self a little bit. I will give you an old server if you want. Noisy, odd, slow, inefficient, but dual CPU, really old. I already have a lot of them. I just don't use them. Like when I'm looking at eBay, I'm looking at more performant things or like odd, interesting things. But I don't have the time anyway. I don't even know why, right? It's just compulsions. Okay. I have no faith in this working. None. None at all. Okay, let's do the delete thing so that we don't, like, fuck ourselves up. What? Oh, it's because we need an init, right? I guess that's the init. Fuck, how do we make an init? How long has it been? Okay. Will kernel it will work. Everything will work. It will all work. All. Yeah, fuck it. True! We always end up on fucking it somehow. And here we need dispose cursor, right? Like dispose cursor exists, right? Or does it? What? What? Oh, could it be that cursors are a construction of the TU, so we don't actually need to clear them? That would actually make a lot of sense. So that's why there's no, like... Yep. Okay. Okay, so we don't actually need this. Cool. Cool shit, bro. Nice one. Oh, fuck, let's just... That's how lazy I am. Okay. Okay. So when we do C-type cast, what does it actually do? Oh, I can do that, right. Or maybe it's declaration. Or maybe it's reference. Or maybe it's... No. It's nothing. Okay. Let's use Google. Andrew, just go out. You're going to find someone that loves you if you take your meds. I'm not gonna stop. Okay, let's take a look at how cast is implemented. Okay, so there's the memory. And then there's the type. Okay. 100. Okay, so we are essentially saying that it's a type pointer as an array. Okay. And when we do dot content, what the fuck does cast return? It returns the new type. Boyfriends are easier. I'm not sure I found a girlfriend. She works in TV. Cares about the thing. Yes, those exist. I won't give you our number. Ha! Jero! Contents? What? Dot? Oh, okay. This kind of makes sense. Okay, okay, I think I'm getting it. You know what? Humans are just humans, okay? They're what they are. We'll live. Alright. Okay. So I should be able to for loop my ass over this, right? That's the question. for token in there's probably a print to this. Each time I see Kine, I'm reminded of fucking Trudeau being like, well, I like to say people Kine. Trudeau! Okay. I guess we can do a dot spelling. Fucking hell. Do we even have to do the parentheses? I think not. Property. Property means no, right? I think. Or is it static method? Fuck, I don't know. I'll just leave them. Keep in mind on others too. Does help with self-assertion. True. Alright. Oh, you know what? It will put the time. I don't need this. Okay. Alright. So, well, why the fuck are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Oh, I need a return, I guess. What? You have your indent. You stupid fuck. "25 is still very young, my friend. We're toddlers for him, okay? Keep that in mind. When you're gonna be older, you know what will happen? You'll see everybody under you as fucking toddlers, okay? They're all too young. Until they hit 30, then they're too young to die, but not too young. Alright, okay, it fixed itself. Goddamn, my brain is trying real hard to not flip the fuck out. Okay. Okay. You're regarded my daughter. That's what I was thinking. I'm talking as if I'm, like, not as young as you, but I am. Okay, just for clarity. I am. If not younger. Goddamn, wait. I'm a 2001. So that means that I'm 24. Because my birthday hasn't passed yet. God damn, I'm young as fuck. Get all tokens. Okay, parse TU and file name. Good. Parse TU and file name. Parse TU. And file name. Okay. We're going to try that. And we're going to return from that right after. Because I don't want anything else. Alright. Let's fucking go. It will fail, okay? You are too? Yep. Okay. And it... Objet. How do they init their ass? Is it because it should be TU at this position? Pretty sure it should. So the solutions become simple after that. Let's take a look. Where's the init for it? You know, I'm always confused about that. Can I see index being used? No, I guess not. Fuck me. Not there. Okay, so we use it with .create. Okay, you use it with a static method. Okay. I'm confused. Let's go look at tokens. With a capital, please. Token kind. I guess I should use structure. That's my issue right now, right? It's that I'm using a fucking thing that's not meant to be used the way that I'm using it. Fuck. Must be a C type. I guess no, we need it to be a C-lang type thingy. That's probably the thing, but I'm using this wrong somehow. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. How does token group work? Bro, you exist. Ah, fuck, wrong file. Okay, token group is not part of these things. That's my issue. Okay. That's where I'm being a retard. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Fuck this, and fuck this as well. Right, I don't need this at all. I'm just a retard. Yes, okay. Cute. So we never got here, right? Okay. So self count equals lower than 1. Can we print this or? Let's like put this everywhere. And here we need to treat it as a source thingy. Source location. Source location. I guess I can just print it. Why are you fucked? Is it just that it's taken time to parse it? Yeah, it's just loading. Okay. My computer is fucking... Okay, let's see where it's failing. It's already better than I was expecting. You need a different kind of swap. Rust is right when he's saying that I need to shove my shit onto the server and remote log into it, but fuck. Okay, that's our issue. Why is this not working? Like, it detects that it's supposed to have a source location. So this is clearly working, right? This is having the desired effect. Or else it would not print correctly. But this call is probably has never been meant to do this. Yep, you're right. Is it because of this? Like maybe this translate to some war crime somewhere? Let's just run some shit because I like the idea of us just being able to give a big ass range, and it also says none. What the fuck's up with that? So this probably doesn't work. Get the size in byte of a file in Python. Rust, don't even. Do we already have path? Because if so, we'll use path. We do, okay. I don't want the AI channel. And Brody's going to kill me if I watch another one of his vid, okay? He's killing me. The perfect mix of Maple and Rust is winning. Rust Python. God damn. That sounds like it. War crime. Okay. Ah, fuck. Oh. Oh! Whoa! Bind.h, how big are you? I'm trying to lay out our victory condition here. I'm making myself Donald Trump in real time, okay? Did we win? Did we not win? I'll make it the fuck up. At least I have some victory conditions. Okay. 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 The only issue that I can see is that it says 1 to line 60. Oh, okay, line 60 is beyond. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Thoughts? Where? Okay. If she breeds... 182, that looks good. Okay. Annotate token. C-type argument error. Type error. Expected LP token. Instant. Instead of pointer to LP token. What? So I guess I remove the byref? That doesn't make any sense. Oh no, it does make sense, because normally we're pointing to it. Okay, okay, I got it. I got it. It does make sense, it does. Did I remove the byref on the right thing? I did it too quick. I have no faith. Give me a second. Nope. Nice meme. I don't want to call Rust from nothing, okay? I don't give a shit about Rust for now. Want to see a real error? Mirror! Okay. I want to buy a tentative rather than Rust for the meme channel. I beat a C Python. True. Okay. So I guess we need to resolve the cursor. And for that we need to dot content the fuck out of it, right? Whoops. Wrong thing. Did I edit the wrong thing? Okay. God damn. Am I okay? The error is good. I like the error. Ah, it's cursor. Was it that error that I had before? God damn. Or maybe this just worked. Okay. Okay, we'll fucking see. No pointer access. Eh. Okay, I guess there's some amount of victory in us getting there. Right? Cursor array. Okay, so it's my array that's fucked up. That's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Rust is always right, okay? That's going to be our quote. So why does this doesn't work while this works? Hmm. You know what? Let's just start with that. How about doing one victory lap? Fuck. Token. Object has no attribute to you. Oh, that's retarded. Okay. So that was the thing for okay. 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 So I should be able to do like token dot tu equals parse tu. I guess that's a way to get around it. Ah, okay, we're getting there. I just like when it's like, hey, retard, you're putting parentheses where there's no parentheses possible. Who's the boss? Okay, who's the fucking boss? God damn. Okay, we should start with the Linux include lock bind thing. Yep. And we should end with linux.bind.h. Okay. Let's take a look. Yes. Okay. Okay. That's very fucking good. That's very fucking good. Okay. Now we gotta get this shit going. Okay. How the fuck do you think I get shit going, Rust? How the fuck do you think that we end up with something that works? Yes, I work on shit sometime. Sometime. But sometime is important. I always switch to politics. Could it be that cursors are really always pointer to cursors? Or is it that token are C objects? Or like something akin to C objects? Token. Let's take a look. Token are based in C, right? That's the idea. Yes, so token are structures, and if I go on cursors, it's not going to be a structure, right? Oh, okay, no. Are we outputting cursors or pointer to cursors? Annotate token. Cursor. Okay. Create an array of num token cursors. Let me just yap about politics when I want, okay? I'm a yapper. Just live with it. Just fucking live with it. Wait, can we just fucking compare things for half a second? So tokens are pointers. That's our issues, right? Here we're not looking at pointer. We're looking only at pointer. Wait, I'm a retard. By ref cursor. Okay, that's our issue. Okay. Wait, now I'm becoming a retard because of this. Fuck. Me stop reading you. Okay, so we get... What? Annotate token is here. Oh my god. I'm retarded. Okay, TU. TU tokens memory content. So we had an star. We removed it to star. Okay. Now here we have the raw fucking count, which makes sense. So here we need cursor memory to only be star. But here we are doing star. And that's our issue, right? Is that it should really be like this? Does that make it from star to star? This is the meme? Oh, whoops. So maybe this is okay. But it's the management here that is kinda retarded. So here when we cast, we are saying pointer to this. But in reality, what? How does that make any sense? Daughter or deadlock? True, that's a big fucking thing. Well, you must add Canadian politics into the equation. Carney or daughter equals deadlock. Yes, he's saying deadlock the game. But yes, the debate. Who do I save from a fire? My daughter or Mark Carney? I'm sorry, Mark. You burn. You burn, okay? I invested way the fuck too much. You know what? I'll find somebody else to praise. I'll be sad, I'll cry. But you know what? Christia Freeland's coming back. I'm in. I'm in for the Christia campaign. It's not a game that is that old. It's technically still in alpha, I think, or beta, or whatever the fuck. Okay. Does that mean that I can just do this? Oh well. Sorry, let's do this. And let's then do logger info. Whoops. True. Where the fuck is my daughter? She's gotta sleep, okay? She's gotta sleep. Oh, now that sounds worse. It sounds like I fucking put her to sleep. Okay, no pointer excess. What the fuck does that mean? In-game purchase, true! The $1,000 doesn't go to her. LP cursor array. Okay, it thinks that it's pointer arrays. But it ain't. Okay, I got it. I got it. So this is the issue. Fuck. Okay. Cast argument must be... Okay, but... What if it's not? Okay. I don't know, I'm trying shit, okay? I'm trying shit. I don't get it. Well, that's already a little bit more realistic. True. It's been a long time since I've played Deadlock. I'm playing more the fucking hunting game. Okay. Do I like dot content his ass or? Oh, nice meme. I'm trying shit. Ah! I'm just hungry. That's the issue. Bro, what the fuck is this? Just stop. Go eat! So it needs to be a pointer. That's for sure. To a cursor. We probably don't need this. Do we? We do. I don't get why we do this. Oh. Oh, fuck. Okay, I might be retarded. Okay. I feel like we're going back to the start. No, I don't need to do content because content is... that's already the content. Okay. Fuck, I'm running it. It doesn't work. And I'll just go eat, okay? Fuck this. It was a fun stream. Fuck. How the fuck is it a null cursor? It's not breakfast, it's dinner. Dumb fuck. Okay, that was rude. I'm triggered. I'm severely triggered. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm retarded. Okay. 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 Cancel. Why? Because I said retarded? Say it again, I'm moist. I don't even know what the fuck I said. I'm confused about what bad things I said. Okay. Okay. Oh, Andrew is talking. What the fuck? I'm confused! Man, this is hard. Pointer of a cursor. Okay. But then, if I do dot contents and resolve the pointer, it's going to kill itself. Because it's a null pointer. It's not a pointer, it's a fucking... It's a cursor. How do I cast something that is not a pointer? Fuck. Can I like do this? Yes, but how do I give you the fucking type? Oh. Wait. Is this it? Is this by ref? What the fuck is a cursor? Wasn't it a structure? Well then what the fuck do you want from me? No. Okay, that's all cute. Okay, so I'm fucked. Cool. I feel like I have a deep misunderstanding of how this shit works, and I'm not putting my finger on it. Okay, BiRef is not the answer. Alright, I don't know. I don't know. Like, clearly we're able to generate the item, but here, this should be not... LP stands for pointer, right? I'm not retarded here. So it's pointer to cursor array with 182 object. When in reality, it shouldn't be a pointer. It should be straight up cursor array. Well, I guess we could be turbo retarded with it. Wait a second. Well then, if we are being retarded, is it because I use this? Like, if the issue is just that there's like one pointer too much, let's just put one pointer too much. Let's just vibe it the fuck out. Alright, fuck this. Can I buy ref his ass? Buy ref is the answer to everything, okay? We'll find it. Fuck! Ah! That's why I use the mouse. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Okay, cute. Cute. So the issue is that I'm using cursor kind? Really? Fuck it, I'll implement some logic for it later. Who gives a fuck? Whoops. We're fucking something up here. How about we keep it simple? So we're just spamming the same item? Wait. Okay. I guess this kind of worked. So... enumerate. Fuck. Don't think that it's working because it's kind of giving us the same value each time. And I don't see why we're fucking flopping back and forth to the same two values. It doesn't make sense to me. So this, for some reason, we're probably limited to 2 cursor, which doesn't make any sense. And those 2 cursor don't seem to work well. Alright, this is fucked. Just for my mental health, I guess. Or you paint my shit red. Okay. Okay. We're reverting. Yep, it's fucked. I'm getting spammed, is it? Whew! We've got a high velocity rage bait right here. Holy shit. And beware, yelling at his screen right now. Okay. Anyway. Enough for today, okay? So I'm probably just not pointing at the right thing, or the command that we think is doing something is not doing something. I fucking hate... Ah! Am I in that Discord? Yes, you are. Well, you should be. Anyway, I'll fuck off. If you're not, I can send you an invite. It's the Maple Circuit Discord. Want an invite? Oh, I am. Okay. Good enough. We'll see each other another day. By another day, I mean tomorrow. But we did some good progress. I guess I just need to read. I just need to read how the fuck we cast things and types and shit. And stop doing things like I'm doing. And we're gonna be good. Alright. Good. Ciao. Love you all. Maple be like experimenting diamond van smoke. Yeah. Gloves. Have a good night, baby. Okay. To cast thing, you need spells. Alright, bye. Love you all.